Good morning, everybody, or evening, or afternoon, depending on where you're at. Welcome to Ghostlight RPGs presents Zoa Stardust. I always feel like a cool pop singer when I do that. That's good. Welcome to Zoa Stardust. We are coming up on some of the finale type stuff of this show. We're getting there, but before we do, we've got a lot of other crazy stuff to get through. So without further ado, my name is Justin. I am your game moderator for this one, and my pronouns are he, him, and I'm gonna pass the ball to Annie.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Annie Schwaner, pronouns she, her, and I play Kira Swiftfoot, also she, her. And my fun fact is actually brought to you by Rebecca today. She found this out and it blew my mind. We all know that happy accidents happen once in a while in role-playing games, and my happy accident of today was finding out that cheetahs are actually very anxious. So as we know, Kira has anxiety, and her best friend Max is a wolf. And one of the things that cheetahs in real life actually have is companion dogs and anxiety dogs to help them learn how to interact with each other and actually find mates. So that was really sweet to find out, and it just made me really happy. So I'm going to pass that on to Darrington. We're so glad you're back.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for bearing with me being off and on. My name is Darrington, and I play Tennison Vitell. Both of us use he, him pronouns. And my fun fact for today is that I, Darrington, am traveling. I'm in the lobby of a hotel right now. But my character, Tennison, actually is not very well traveled because he wasn't treated very well within the company that he works for back at Zoa. He wasn't allowed to go on business meetings or anything like that, and never really left Ishkapes. So going to Ursa Academy and traveling on this adventure was the first time he really got to experience different kinds of people, and it's been really fun to play him and watch him interact with different styles of people other than his own. And I'm going to pass it over to Emma.
Thank you, Darrington. My name is Emma, she, her, and my character is Skipper Ottington, she, they. I don't think that any fun fact I could find would beat last week's fun fact about Skipper. So for today, my fun fact for Skipper is just that she doesn't like blue Jell-O. And I'm going to pass it to Bradley.
Period.
Thank you, Emma. Doesn't like blue Jell-O. Oh, Skipper. I am Bradley, he, him. I play Chomper, also he, him, and Flip, also he, him. My fun fact of today is about hippos. They have a thing called blood sweat, which is actually a makeup of chemicals, the hipposudoric acid and neurohipposudoric acid. And those things combined to actually provide them both the ability to protect them from the sun. So it's like a natural sunscreen, as well as preventing them from disease. So it takes a lot to take down one of the big hippos. It wasn't as gross as the normal ones, but it still had blood in it. So there you go, folks. I will pass. We still have Rebecca, correct?
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so mine is I wanted to introduce everyone to a new crew member in my family.
Oh no!
And so he just woke up from a nap, so he's a little noodly right now.
I'm gonna cry.
But this is Yoshi. Yes, our baby. And so
Yes.
this is Yoshi. He's 5 months old, and he's a little Pomeranian. But yeah.
His
He's-
eyes are so hidden.
I know, he's got a little flavor saver on his chin. Like he's got like a little goatee.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
gosh.
that's my new little crewmate. So he was taking a nap
Adorable.
though, and I picked him up, and then he's just like, "What? Where am I?
I'm not ready
What
for
is
camera.
happening?" He's actually, he's not usually allowed in the office, so he's like sitting on the chair, just like, "Ooh, there's all this stuff that I haven't smelled." And yeah, but no, you're not usually allowed in here because there's expensive things to be chewed on.
Yes.
So he stays on the lap.
If you cut out for no reason, we'll know why.
I may dip out in a little bit just to put him back in his little pin so he can get a drink of water and have some
Amazing.
Third breakfast. So
Third breakfast. The life of a pup. Fantastic. That was everybody, right? Yes, everybody went. Emma, is that blue Gatorade? That's good. That's good. Only because Sumke just mentioned it in the.
Yeah.
I'm on a liquid diet today.
Yeah. No,
not by
you're killing
choice.
it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meet me on Tuesday.
All right, so so Zoa
Fun
Stardust
times.
is PG-13 adventure. We will utilize safety tools such as lines and veils and color cards. So if you see us using any of these little colorful objects, it's just for our own safety and for just we are responsible and recognize each other's boundaries. Everybody remains comfortable, so it's really important to us. That being said, there's a few content warnings: language, violence, drugs, adult situations, never anything graphic. And yeah, before we jump in, the last thing I want to talk about is just some of the other upcoming projects we have coming up for Ghostlight. There's some really crazy fun stuff we have coming up, and just in the next week alone, so I want to cover it. After today's stream, the next thing we're going to do is Wednesday evening. That's Wednesday, August 18th, at, I don't know the time, but check I think it's like 7 maybe, 7 p.m. Central, is going to be Emergence Protocol. It's a Marvel heroic role-playing game, and myself, along with Darrington and Rebecca, we're all going to be playing in that as different characters, led by our friend Graham Ward. So I'm very excited. You guys know how big of a Marvel fan I am, so I'm just like, I can't wait. I cannot wait for Wednesday.
It's gonna be so much fun.
So check that out. And then after Wednesday, our next stream will be on not Friday, but Saturday evening. So that's Saturday. Oh, hang on. Do the math. 21st?
21st.
And that will be a very special collaboration we are doing with Spellbound. If you don't listen to Spellbound, you really should. It's a fantastic podcast. And that is going to have Emma and Rebecca both playing themselves in a D&D one-shot, led by our friend Kelsey Botwinick-Ruza. And so I think it's ! Spellpod. No,
Thank you.
I know. I think it's wrong.
My scroller is broken on my mouse, so I can't scroll down to see the commands.
Yeah.
I'm just all sorts of out of sorts today, but I can't wait for Saturday the 21st.
It's gonna be fun.
So again, 2 dynamite things coming up this week, and then just the next morning after that, we will be back here with the next episode of Zoa. So we have lots to keep you entertained in the next week. But to entertain you today, let's go ahead and get going into the next chapter of Zoa Stardust. Previously on Zoa Stardust, our team of heroes, yeah, you're definitely heroes at this point, our team of heroes gathered the 3rd and 4th relics of 5 needed to go save their home planet. They gathered them from the Mystazoa Balderok and Yitlo, after fighting those two at the same time. After bidding adieu to the Guardians Eclipse, allies that they made, who decided perhaps it might be good to have a plan B in case this Mystazoa stuff doesn't work out, the Guardians Eclipse took off on the Canary, the opposite direction, and our team traveled 3 more days, even farther to the Outer Rim, if you will. That's probably Star Wars copyright, so I'm not gonna say out to the edge of space, where they found their target, their final relic that they need, and it is a sun. It is this brilliant heat coming off, radiating off of this immense star. And upon getting closer, they realize that there are about 100 different menagerie, the bad guys, ships flying away from that sun for some reason. Only then do they realize that the sun spreads its massive fiery wings apart and reveals itself to be Kalzunef, the ever-burning, the final Mystazoa on their quest here, with a relic somewhere bound inside of them. However, in a weird twist, Kalzunef doesn't seem to be needing defeat. Kalzunef is already dying, it seems. Kalzunef is going supernova and will be exploding very soon, which is different for sure. So that explains why the menagerie are rushing away, but now we need to discuss what the crew of Buckley Sting will be doing about this. So you all have just arrived at this scene. Menagerie ships, except without the whooshy noise because space, but they are flying past you. They're not recognizing you at all. They seem in complete survival mode. So what do you all do?
What should we do, Captain?
Hang on.
I'll give you a moment to think.
The captain's in the bathroom.
No.
Oh shit! What should we do, Chomper?
Okay.
shit,
Oh,
is
sorry.
right.
I was muted. Shit. Yeah, Milo's seen this, and to be fair, he's probably just like staring at it, just like, holy shit! Like, turn around, run away. I don't know. Tennison, is it supposed to explode? Like,
It's definitely supposed to explode, but even if I could come up with proper calculations just based on the menagerie ships leaving, I don't think we have a lot of time.
we're not gonna get out of range. Fantastic. Okay. So I guess Milo's gonna try and turn the ship around.
Yeah, Milo. Go ahead. Why don't I'm gonna have everybody kind of make me a different check here. First, Kira, what did you want to say?
Oh, you go. I'll talk after.
Okay, so Tennison, go ahead and actually everybody just make me a check to see how you can ascertain what's going on in this situation. Whatever you think you're using, whether it be like technological, scientific way of figuring things out, or trying to connect perhaps with Kalzunef, or trying to understand the, what you should do next just based on pure insight.
All right.
Everybody make me different checks here. Do, do, while I sing. Do, 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 do.
Okay, so,
All right.
So, Milo is trying to connect to this bird whose name. Sorry, I switched into I'm in a new notebook now, and so I don't have any of my notes. What is this bird's name again?
This is Kalzunef.
Kalzunef. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in the. I'll put it in both chats here.
I'll write it down. So he's trying to connect to Kalzunef, and that is a 16 with the D12 effect. But I did get a 1. But yeah, he's trying to connect to see if maybe he can get it to come down. Like, are you bluffing, or are we trying to run? Like, he's trying to connect with it to be like, hi, not here to hurt you.
Okay, yeah, great.
Please don't kill.
What about everybody else?
Skipper is rolled a 14 with a D10 effect to try and calculate the best course to get us to safety as quickly as possible.
Okay. Love that. Who's next?
Kira is using just kind of like all the research she's done on the Mystizoa and stuff like that, to kind of figure out what is going on with this thing. And she rolled a 12 with the D10 effect.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, realized I didn't have my dice. Okay, so Kira, you are trying to figure out just kind of the overall situation, it sounds like. I mean,
yeah, just kind of like
to do.
what she's researched about all the Mystizoa, and then just kind of what we've seen in the past with these beings and how they've reacted and what we need to do.
Okay, cool.
Now on.
Good morning, Ice Cold Brew. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the middle of a hot situation. What about Tennison? What do you think you're doing?
Tennison is he doesn't feel good about an escape plan at this point, just with the knowledge about supernovas and how fast they spread, how hot they are. But he does know that we have 4 relics on this ship. And so he is trying to logically see if there's any sort of way that we can either connect to Kalzanev or use the relics and their ancient power to at least protect us should this thing go off. And he rolled a 14 with the D6 effect, but there are 2 1s in there.
2 1s, okay. Okay. And what about Chomper?
Chomper rolled a 12 with a D8 effect. He's actually down below prepping cannons with Dresden to make sure that if we do have to fight or jettison anything in order for us to solar wind faster, we can.
Cool. All right. Couple things. We'll start with Chomper. Chomper, you looking at kind of the scene before you, you know for a fact there's no way dust is going to have much effect at all on the fiery vastness that is this creature. Yeah, your cannons are basically useless against it. Now, you could... I mean, obviously, if any of these Menagerie ships stop and attack you or something, you'll be ready. Absolutely. But, just from a protector's standpoint, there's really no way to attack this Phoenix. It's just... I mean, yeah, it seems like anything you throw at it is just going to burn up in transit. Tennison, you are start thinking about the relics. Let's see, I know you got 2 1s, but what was your
14 with the D6.
14 with a D6. Cool. Hi. So, so funny. 14 with a D6. So, you think about the relics. At first you think, oh, you know what? That would be, it would probably be something that we could, like, if we harness the power of the relics, we could get through the flame, and try to attack. But then your brain immediately flips around and thinks, no, wait a second, there's no need to attack because it's already destroying itself. Why would we need to attack? But then you flip around the other way and think, wait a second, the Menagerie are running away from it. And you kind of think, why were they here in the first place, right? Why would 100 Menagerie ships be here? If not that you remember when they came to Silgrit, because it seems like they are also in search of the same relics that you are. And you've done a decent job of either beating them to them or getting around them in different ways, or it seems like maybe they just took a different order at some point and they've been here but you see they are running away. And that's what's most interesting to you, because you think you've never seen them run from anything. Because they're impenetrable. So the only logical explanation for this is that the flames of Kalzunef can melt or destroy chromium, which is the metal that they are made out of. And what that would mean is that your final thought here is just that if there is a relic within Kalzunef, it is probably going to be destroyed when this supernova occurs. The chances are high. You don't know that for sure, but the chances are pretty high that if you don't retrieve the relic before the supernova, it will be destroyed, and you will not be able to complete your key to get to your home. So,
yikes.
As you're having all these thoughts, you get a D8 complication with your 2 ones. I'll give you 2 plot points for it, but you have a D8 complication of stress. You are just stressed the hell out. Kira. You... actually, I'm gonna skip her first. I'm sorry. So Skipper, you start looking at the ships around you, and you rolled like a 16. Is that right?
14 with a D10 effect.
14 with D10 effect. Okay. So
Nice.
all of the menagerums seem to be heading in one direction, but you are very, very sure that if you actually go still away from Kalzunef, but kind of the opposite direction of the menagerum, you should... You have no idea how big of a blast a supernova is going to create. You're not sure.
Yeah.
But you are confident that you could chart a way far enough away from them and from Kalzunef that you could survive. Buckley Sting could survive this blast. But you would need to hit that. I don't know. Maybe Skipper just has a little bit of intuition on Kalzunef here, but you would need to get going fast and soon if that was going to be true.
We've used Soul to speed up our ship before. So I think the first thought Skipper has is we need to amplify our Soul, so wherever we're going there fast.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good call. Kira, you are looking out at Kalzunef. What'd you roll?
Rolled a 12 with a D10 effect.
You can't look away.
Oh.
You are... you can, but it's...
Oh, okay.
There's something about Kalzunef that doesn't seem as... like when you, are a kid and you just, stare at the sun or something?
Yep. Hell yeah.
And you're like... I should look away, but there's something magnificent about just the amount of power kind of coming off of one thing, and it's just captivating to you, Kira. And in that thought and in that moment, those moments of you just kind of looking at it, this thing doesn't seem corrupt to you. It doesn't... it is... There's moments where, solar flares are coming off of it that seem dangerous, that seem really harmful.
Yeah.
And then there's other moments where it seems like the creature that you researched, the Mystazoa that you read about, the Lifebringer, the the god of Mystazoa, essentially. This is the Zeus, and she is full of power and life, and she is like, there's little hints of that when you look at her that seem to be kind of coming through. You don't know how to explain it. There is no explanation, but it just seems like there's some sort of internal struggle going on within her, where these bursts of solar flares do come out, but then at times there's just like this peace inside trying to force its way through the corruption.
Gotcha. Okay.
Morning White Shadow. Milo. You reach out to try and speak with Kalzanef. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16 with a d12.
Fantastic.
And I got a 1.
Fantastic. Oh, and by the way, everybody who's done stuff before, go ahead and, if you want to, kind of think about if you want to create an asset for yourself, or if you want to, how you want to apply that effect die that you rolled. Milo, you go stepping through that mist, that veil, once more, feeling that power at the base of your spine, that where the relic seems to sit inside of you, and stepping through, you see, you can actually for the first time like feel inside of this veil as well, almost as if you are becoming a little more one with it, and you feel the heat. It's not as intense as it is for you in like real life, but it is still there. Rebecca froze, didn't she?
Maybe. A little bit.
Damn, perfect timing.
And she looked like she was just listening so intently.
Just pissed at you.
She's in that place. She's left us.
She
She's
went
in
to
the
the
veil.
veil. That's it. Oh my
Yeah.
god. She did
But
it.
yeah,
Oh,
There she is.
Oh.
There she is.
I'm so sorry.
Yay.
The internet
She's
cut
back.
out. It keeps cutting out. I don't know what's going on.
You're okay.
Justin,
You're
what
okay.
did you say?
You're okay. I stopped. When I realized that you weren't blinking,
Responding.
I stopped. So you step through the veil and feel that heat. Feel that the actual. I don't know if you caught this before, but for the first time, you're actually feeling things inside of this veil, as opposed to just seeing them and hearing them. So more of your senses are becoming attuned to this, walking through the mist and whatnot, almost as if you're becoming more and more a part of it. But you see there before you, not nearly as angry and you know how fire can be the deadliest thing ever, and also so calm. Like when you ever just like stare at fire, like at a campfire or something, it's so alluring and it draws you in. And this phoenix, its wings in real life are spread wide, but here there's this calm as its wings are at its side, and it's almost just like this ember of flame, peaceful and serene in front of you. She froze again. Didn't
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt you.
It was really beautiful.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna keep
I was-
going. What's
I
up?
was gonna
No, go
say,
ahead,
I was
Skipper.
just reading the other day about how staring into the fire can be used as a way to induce a trance.
Wow, that makes sense. I feel like I've fallen into trances with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Rebecca.
I'm sorry.
What are
I
you
don't
doing?
like our internet is like cutting out or something. It's being
Oh,
weird.
no.
Sebastian's trying to fix it. He's trying to troubleshoot what's going on.
Thanks,
But
Seabass.
I'm sorry.
Well, we will
I'm sorry.
we'll try to move forward, but
I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry.
It's okay. No, it's not your fault. It's all right. So, all right. Did you catch any of that? So basically,
I did. I could hear you.
Oh, okay, great. So Kalzanef is in front of you.
Mhm.
And as you arrive, they say, "Come, come, come. I've been waiting for you.
Ooh.
Take the metal within. I will do what I can to hold off the impending storm. But you must hurry. And unlike before, where like that echo-y kind of thing keeps happening, it only happens kind of sporadically with Kalzunev. And when it does happen, you see like the flame kind of bursts higher and then kind of calms down. Again, kind of sensing exactly what Kira was sensing, and this kind of inner turmoil within Kalzunev, almost as if she's fighting off the corruption herself.
Mm-hmm. So she's just like I could.
I think you're cutting out there a little bit. I'm not.
No, that's me. That's my brain trying to function. Is she offering the relic? Like I could just take it?
She seems like she's offering it up. Yeah, I mean, feel free to ask her any questions you want while you're in here.
Yeah. I'm confused. Are you offering it to us?
This relic within me is for you. You need it to continue.
Thank you, but won't you die without it?
And when you think that, you immediately think of what Tennison was saying about the supernova and about how she is already going to explode very shortly. And as you think that, she says to you, I have begun the processes of already expiring.
Oh. Okay. How do I take it? Like, you're kind of on fire.
You cannot.
Yeah? Oh, wait, I'm confused now.
A relic exists already within you. You must send another.
Oh, got it. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
I will do what I can to protect them from my flame.
Oh boy.
And
Supernova, cool.
and you think back to what Silgrit said too about again, just a recap on this.
Mm-hmm.
When a mystizoa is bound to the relic, of course, there's really no way to break it away. Thanks, Darrington. That actually helped. There's no way to break it without also breaking. Like, you have to break the bond with the mystizoa, which will likely kill them. And okay, well, that's all I'll say for now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. All right. I'll try and send someone else. How do I get them here though if they don't have metal in them?
She says you cannot not. You must send them to me. Flames higher.
Oh. Okay.
And you're forced out of the veil. And you're kind of back where it's even hotter somehow in real life.
Okay.
All of you are on the deck, having just kind of discovered what you've discovered. And Hector calls out, "Captain, we better get out of here fast."
No. Actually, we can't leave. We can't leave. Okay. So, okay, here's the thing. Talked to Kalzunev. She says that she's willing to give us the relic, which is great.
Yeah.
Caveat to that, somebody has to go in and get it. Like, I guess physically get it because, well, she's on fire. So, unless somebody wants to play tradesies with someone, can't be me. Chomper,
Oh.
how you feeling about a little sunburn?
Okay.
Well, we can, if we're not running away, then we can at least get him closer, right? We should go. We should go with him. We're not just going to send him out there on his own in a canary.
Yeah, we can do that. But the thing is that I mean, he might get crispied, and it might be best if we're all not a little crispy and charcoaled, because I don't know how well that's gonna go. And the thing is that I'm not entirely sure, Chomper, that you can take it without like absorbing it. Like you might have to absorb it in order to survive the explosion. So, because she's gonna pop. She's gonna pop. We're running out of time. We really don't have a whole lot of time.
I think she's gonna be willing to work with us, though.
Yeah.
It seems she's fighting it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's fighting it. She's fighting real hard. But the thing
I
is,
think we'll be okay, Chomper. I really do. But I think we have to act now.
yeah.
Tennison, as they're having this conversation, Tennison, you're kind of still doing the calculations and thinking about everything. Although you, whoever maybe has the relic, whoever maybe gets the relic may survive from all of this. It's kind of hard to say. You know for a fact that if you don't move the ship, all of anybody who's not bound to a relic is gonna be dead. I mean, from this supernova.
Other question: Are all of us except for Chomper? Do we already have a relic bound to us? Is that
No,
decided?
only Milo has bound a relic.
Oh, by the way, Tennison, here you go. And I toss him a relic from Yitlo.
Takes the yellow one.
Meant to give
Yitlo.
that to you earlier.
So who has all the relics at
thank
this
you.
point? Milo has, of course, the one bound to them. Rebecca's frozen, but that's okay. We'll keep going. Tennison now has unbound the Yitlo one. Uh-oh, we lost her completely. Everybody's cameras are weird for a second, but we'll just leave it there, so it'll be fine.
Oh, I'm still me.
Yeah. That's the perks of the top row on Zoom. You don't move. Skipper, you have the what?
Balderock the Gentle.
Balderock.
The
okay.
whale.
Great. So you have Balderock.
Unbound.
And then who has Ograms?
I have Ogrim.
Okay. Okay, cool. Just curious. So there she is. Maybe. Anyway, Tennison, you realize that, yeah, I mean, and even so, people who are bound to relics, you have no proof that would even save them. It sounds like the mission here is simply to get the relic, or rather to, Kalzunef has started this supernova to, you would assume, all of you would assume, in an attempt to drive the Menagerum away from her so that they can't get the relic. What she seems like she's asking you to do is to go basically at her, to go into her, and essentially to kill her, essentially, breaking the relic away before she can go supernova. Because if she goes supernova, that relic will be destroyed anyway. So, but that being said, if she does go supernova, y'all need to get away anyway. So, anyway, there's lots of options here.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to take someone there? Should someone go separately? And
I'll go. I'll go.
Are you sure?
Yes. If this is the only way, I'll go. And we need to do it quick.
I think it might be. I don't want you to have to go alone, but there are other people on the ship who won't survive if we don't make a choice right now. I think our ship needs to go away and a canary needs to head in.
Then we're
Alright.
decided.
Shay,
Skipper's gonna hug Chomper.
Shay comes over to you, Chomper, and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, just saying, You're a good protector.
Shay, if I don't come back, you're the protector of this ship.
Nods and moves away.
You're gonna come back. You're gonna.
What if could someone go with him? If someone's bonded to a relic, can they go with him and still be safe?
There's no surefire way to tell. It would be a risk.
I don't think we can risk it, Skip.
Fine, just get back here quick. We can't do this without you.
Oh, come on. You're the best crew out here. Well, technically now we're the only crew out here, but you can. And you will. Flip, 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 flip. All right. Flip, I want you to stay. You're going to stay here, okay? You're going to stay. Go over to Kira. Land on Kira. She'll take care of you, okay? All right. All right. I guess, Captain, thank you for everything. Tennison, you're a genius. And, Skipper, you're the bravest one I know. And Kira,
I'm hugging you, you big loaf.
I think we all hug Chomper.
100%.
we might have Captain.
Captain, are you with us?
Kind of. Might be for a brief second.
Okay.
Brave is good.
Yeah. Sorry, I have no idea what's going on, kind of. I was kind of keeping track with Twitch, but I know it's a little delayed, so...
We're crying. Chomper saying bye. Just in case.
Yeah, so why don't we take a moment here just as Chomper is about to head off on this little journey. We'll just take a quick 5 and see if we can get Rebecca's computer going a little better here so that we don't have any interruptions in the second half. So stick with us for just 5 minutes here, folks, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Rebecca's back, and it's not her fault. Stupid updates. Okay, well, where we left off, the team realized that they just had to send somebody to go get this relic from the sun going into supernova, and Chomper has volunteered to do so. So everybody has basically said their goodbyes, but Milo, was there anything you wanted to say?
Milo's just gonna hold out his little hand up to Chomper, and he's gonna say, "I know you'll come back. I'm not even worried."
Thanks, Captain Big Ears. You got it.
What?
All right.
Justin, did you say we were allowed to make an asset with our last rolls that we did?
Yes, you can. As long as it makes sense to what you were rolling for. Yeah.
Can I make an asset called It's Go Time?
Hell yeah.
And I if it's an asset like that, or it's like a feeling of adrenaline, can it still be shared if I spend a plot point for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I made this when we were talking. I want to share my It's Go Time plot point with Chomper, or it's go time asset with Chomper, and just like put a hand on his leg, because that's probably as high as Skipper can reach, and she's just gonna say, "You've got this, Chomper. We're all behind you. We believe in you."
Thanks, little one.
And that'll give Bradley a D10 for his pool.
D10. And that is, Bradley, if you wanted to spend a plot point for yourself, that's something that you can keep with you for the remainder of the scene. Otherwise, cool. it just expends after one use.
Then yes, I will spend the plot.
Okay, great. All right, Chomper, you turn towards the star, the sun, the phoenix, as its wings are out, kind of slowly flapping, letting off, with each flap letting off like solar flares that burst off high above you. What do you do, Chomp?
Oh, this is fun. All right, I'm off. You all get as far away as you can. If you see everything go cattywampus, know that I love you all.
Flip, flip.
Especially you, mate. I love you, buddy. Take care of Kira, okay?
All right.
I've also created an asset called Blood Sweat.
Yes, I was thinking about
hell
that.
yeah.
And just so hopefully my tanning won't be as severe.
I was literally going to tell you that, but I didn't want to make the moment. I was going to be like, well, you got that blood sweat thing. You'll be fine.
So, Chomper, are you just kind of leaping off and hoping to float that direction? Are you...
Well, I mean, they took our only canary.
Oh yeah, we only had one of those. Oh whoa.
No, I'm actually going to use the Dustbuster.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Awesome.
I can fly, bitches.
Yeah, you
Flying hippo.
You can do it all.
And launch off the deck of Buckley's Sting, flying silently, except for your screams. It's just this until it leaves the gravity bubble, and then it just and it's silenced after
Please
that.
tell me you had your helmet on.
Nope. Dead. I'm just ice now.
No.
It was starting to freeze, and then you pop it on. Meanwhile, while he does that, what's everybody else doing?
Leaving. We are leaving.
I want to do whatever we can to get this ship out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, pedal to the metal. Probably fire off all the engines. We need to go fast. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. So, Skipper, I'm gonna say, why don't you roll to chart your way out, and of course use or well, I guess no, you didn't have an asset for that, so never mind. You roll. Milo, roll for literally steering, and then Tennison.
Can I reroute some power?
I was gonna ask you if you wanted to. Yeah, so the soul
Yes,
cells,
please.
like Skipper suggested, could be rerouted to give you a boost. So go ahead and roll for that. Kira, what do you think you're doing?
Oh gosh, I am freaking out. No, I was thinking. Kira just had the thought that we didn't really think about here for a second. Figuring out what we do if he's successful and how the heck we get him back when he's just over there. So I'm starting to think about, oh gosh, we have to get him back somehow. So figuring out that part of it. I don't know if that's a role or can figure that out, or if I need to just go to the captain and start talking to her about that, or him about that.
If you wanna try and roll just to see what ideas come up, go for it.
Okay. Because as soon as he let go, I was like, oh, shit, how are we gonna get him back?
Yeah. All right, Skipper, what'd you get?
I rolled a 13 with a sorry, one sec.
No, you're
A
good.
13 with a D6 effect.
Okay, and then Milo, how about you?
14 with a D10.
Okay, great. And then Tennison.
Ew, mine is not.
What'd you say?
I am looking at a 9 with a D10 effect.
Okay,
Spend a plot point.
Darrington.
Oh shoot, I can't do that.
You could if you wanted to. Yeah.
Definitely want.
Bring it up to 14. I think you're.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So spend a plot point for that. Okay. So Darrington, for Tennison rushes down the stairs, starts looking at the different. And then you think. You start looking at how you were gonna rewire this, and you think, no, there's no way for me to do it. I can't do it. I would need. Oh shit! And then you remember you rush upstairs, in the scrap pile that you had left over from Ebley's suit. You had a few scraps, and you rush back down, start strapping everything in, kind of quickly. I mean, with the Tukanai, you're just like, it's just kind of like this frenzy of metal on metal action, and Skipper.
Can I have a quick question?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Can I sub my D6 effect can I use my heroic die and make that my effect for this one?
Yeah, sure.
Get out of here!
Which heroic die are you using?
D12 effect.
D12. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. D12, Tennison got D10, and then Milo, you start steering the direction that Skipper's telling you. Skipper, with the D12, you actually realize that with the speed that you see charging up into the sails, the route that you were looking at going would be fine, but you actually think, Skipper, with the D12, you remember way back to the beginning of your quest, of your journey, when there was a solar storm that you came through, and you remember you caught some of that soul power in the net and used it to charge up the sails. When you look at these solar flares that are coming off of Kalzunef, and you think, instead of going that way, if we get higher and catch one of those solar flares mixed with the boost that Tennison is now giving you, you can get out of there in time for sure. So
Awesome.
You guide Milo to do so, and then yeah, go ahead.
Captain Milo, we need to catch a wave.
I'm sorry, what?
We're going to catch a wave. And they point up at the solar flares.
Got it. Okay. I guess we're going up. How do you go up in a ship?
Well, we decided
Aye.
last time it has
Right.
a y-axis. Whatever you call
yeah.
it.
Milo's gonna bust out the legs, dig a man deep, and he's just gonna pull back as hard as he can.
Pull back. The ship starts gaining altitude fast, or not altitude, space terms. It goes higher, and Tennison, you are down below. You and the sails take off right in time as this flare is coming. Skipper calling out where exactly to go. Milo, you catch it just in time, and as your ship crests the flare, and all of you like see this like bright light. You kind of have to close your eyes but you feel yourselves like faces pulled back. Tennison, you're below. You get smacked into a wall. This is the equivalent of Star Wars like light speed, and just your ship flies off into space.
It's like an El Dorado when he's like, "Holy shit!" That's Milo.
Kira, while they were doing that, while you fly off, you're actually turned back behind, facing the bow, the aft. No, the back. Whatever the back is, I always forget what the back's called.
Yeah,
the back.
Facing the back of the ship, where Kalzunef was, seeing the tiny speck that is Chomper getting closer and closer to it. Kira, what'd you roll?
All right, so I used my D4 effect for Eager to Please because I think she's kind of freaking out, and she's also like, I don't care what happens, we're getting him back. So she's kind of freaking out, not using all of her head just yet. So I gave myself a plot point to use that to add an extra die in for this. So it is going to be a 10 with the D10 effect.
10 with the D10. Okay.
It's not the best, but that's what we got.
Cool. Kira, looking at how this is all going down, you get a sinking feeling in your stomach. It's... Even if Chomper can somehow break the relic away in time from Kalzunef, you can't help but feel just like, how is he going to survive inside of a star for that long without, he's going to get more than a tan, right? So if he survives, it's going to be bad. So I think you're just preparing, medically speaking, for the worst. And maybe Kira goes down below and starts prepping some emergency stuff.
Yeah, I will.
Buckley's sting takes off at a speed it hasn't gone ever, let alone the last 10 years. So
I feel like there's just plates of metal just flying off of it.
Yeah, things are like breaking off for sure.
Oh god.
Chomper. You are flying. Actually, I don't think it's as chaotic as all that. Like the anchor was. I think it's smooth. I think it's, just this, in a cinematic view of this like brilliant phoenix, wings spread wide, and just this speck, just silently edging closer to it. The heat is immense, Chomper, but you were prepared for that. The brightness, though, you have to close your eyes. You can't look at where you're going. You're just holding on. Chomper, go ahead and make me some sort of, what would be equivalent of like a constitution check here. Something that is durability based.
Okay.
lost Rebecca. Darn it.
This feels like the most important role we've ever seen in this game.
Yeah.
All the stops, buddy.
Don't forget to use your asset that Skipper gave you.
Yes.
Use everything.
And feel free to walk us through what you're... I mean, this is an important role, like Darrington said, so feel free to walk us through what you're adding if you like. Kind of talk us through the different... I don't know that we've really had too much opportunity to kind of talk about everybody's specs and different, like, you know, stats and powers and things like that, so...
Could he challenge his protector right now as well to give him an extra oomph?
If he thinks his trait statement is worth challenging, yeah.
I don't know.
No. So my vigor is a D10, so I have a very high vigor, and so that I think will help.
Gotcha.
I'm also using one-man army because I am using the Dustbuster itself. I'm using my protector, of course, which is a D8. I'm using my Man of Steel skill, which helps with my durability. And blood sweat. Okay, this is as well as sundry other things. This is a big pool. Let's see.
Bradley, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't know how your pool is that big.
It was because there are two assets. Right? Technically, I should also use oxygen, the Echo, right?
Echo oxygen asset. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I should use the asset that was given to me by Skipper, which is D10.
And then your blood thingy.
Yep. Blood sweat.
Cool.
Dustbuster.
Yep.
Man of Steel.
Yep.
Protector.
Cool.
Single-handed weapon, which is a specialty, because that's what I'm using right now.
Okay.
Vigor.
I'll allow it.
He'll allow it.
And I was using one-man army, but I think I'll reverse that and go with Star-Spangled Man with a Plan.
Cool.
So,
all right.
Big ass pool.
You're right.
Big ass pool.
I asked you to explain it. You did so, and I appreciate that. I like that your face isn't even on screen right now because of the way that this has gone. So that's funny.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so I got a 1, but that's on a D4, but I also got a D10 on my D10. So does that
Cool.
cancel out?
It cancels out the 1. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so if they cancel out, can I not use that 10 then?
Bradley, do me a favor and can you shift your whole body to the left or to your right? To your right. Go to your left again, actually, if you could. Can you bring your mic over there? I can't adjust. Oh, this is fun. This is fun.
The video?
Yeah, I don't want to go
We
to
need
another
to pause
break
one
if
more
we don't
time?
have to. Yeah, Brad, just do that.
So, okay. So does this works.
Stupid.
So does
Most
the
emotional
D10
moment we've had.
And Annie, stay to your right. Yeah, go further if you can.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. That's great. There we go, everybody.
Yay! Twitch.
This is a wild episode. Go ahead, Brad.
So does when I get the D10 with the 1 that cancels out, but I don't get to use the D10, correct? Because it cancels out the 1.
No, I think you still use it. Wait, what
Great.
did we say
I think
before?
I think we've done it that way, but then I think we've also gone back and forth a couple times.
Because it was a house rule that we made.
I know.
You make the house
Hang on,
dressing,
Rebecca's
Justin. You
back.
decide.
I do make the house dressing.
Becca.
No, that feels like a penalty for something that's really good. So I guess it can be a choice. Basically, you can either you guys can reset now, Annie. You can either use it to cancel your 1, or you can use it as the 10 that it is. It has either effect.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna use it to cancel the 1. I know that that's gonna be a kick in the gonads, but I am going to do I'm gonna use a plot point. Or could I use a plot point to cancel that 1?
No,
I don't
cannot do that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. So that cancels out, but I'm gonna use a plot point. So I'm gonna use the 8 and the 6. For a 14, I'm gonna add the plot point, which will add a 5. And I have a actually no, I'm gonna add a 4, so make it 18 with a D8 effect.
18 D8 effect. All right. So you are, as you sail in, Kalzunef is just this like immense flames start kind of shooting out at you. Just as you kind of like you can't really see again what's going on, but you should maybe try to take a peek or something, and you see that you have entered inside of the flaming, roiling mass of this creature. Just silently enter. There's like this tunnel though of flame, like of protection around you as you start to move through the flames, almost as if you can't get touched. However, that tunnel every now and then kind of collapses and reappears. So every now and then you feel these pangs of heat and burn just singe your skin as they kind of go back out. Your Ursa uniform starts to catch fire as it singes off of you, and you are pretty much naked at this point as you continue through just you and your hammer. And so
Literal
hammer, everybody. The flames don't seem to be doing too much on you, but I am going to roll. You got an 18 with the D8 effect. Okay. I did get a 1 if you want to spend a plot point to basically use that opportunity to build yourself an asset or upgrade an asset that you already have. If you wanted to upgrade Skipper's go time up to like a D12 or something. It's up to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Chomper, you're doing a good job of keeping the flames the flames staved off. It burns, but you are determined, and it's your sheer willpower that is thrusting the hammer forward at this point. You don't really know what you're going or where you're going or what you're doing though, and it's about then that inside, almost like just like this voice kind of speaking to you inside your mind. You hear a voice. Closer. Higher. Come, I wait. And,
The hell was that?
you instinctively start to shift up, higher and start kind of going straight up through the flame. As you do, there's the further you get in, the more intense the flames grow. So I'm gonna ask you to roll again. And I'm gonna roll against you.
Hold on. Roll just got wonky.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Everything's going crazy for everybody.
I'll make it a smaller pool. How about that?
No. Pull out all the stops.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Do it.
It's just a friendly reminder, if anyone is watching live, people in the chat can give us plot points if they want to.
Yeah, you can give us plot points. You're totally
That's
allowed.
It's under channel points if you want to go to channel points. But you
Just
have to
wanna
build
watch
up
the
enough.
struggle.
So
19 with a D8 effect.
Okay. Okay.
that's really good
Wow.
because I got a 17 that time. So now you're determined. And it seems, I mean, although the flames are more intense, they Kalzanev really seems to like really trying to be letting you in essentially. And so as you go through this like second leg of the journey, essentially you don't feel much burn at all. Maybe you're numb to it at this point, but you carry on.
Barbecue.
As you get into the central whatever this is chamber area, you open your eyes and you see flames all around. You're not being touched by them, but in the center of these flames is the brightest flame of all, but for some reason now you're able to just look at it. It's this white flame, just almost again like a campfire, just kind of in the middle of this area, this chamber, and you hear in your head, "There, finish it."
Finish it. You mean take it?
Destroy it.
No. No, I'm not going to destroy it. We need it to find our home.
Chomper, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence is high.
Is it? Intellect is... Yeah, it's like one of your second highest. Okay. Chomper, you get the sense that she's saying destroy the flame that is her essence. She's saying destroy her before she goes supernova so that you can save the relic. That's not the relic in front of you. That's her soul.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess I can, Kalzanev. You are in grave pain and putting us all in danger, so I'm sorry, but this is goodbye.
For Zoa.
For Zoa. Do I need to make a check? Or
You
was
do.
The 19
So I'm not gonna. Oh, here's the thing. Because this is the. I had 3 tests set up for you. And you passed the first 2. I do need you to roll though for this final one. And this isn't so much an attack as it is a. Let's see how you can withstand. It's another durability check, really.
Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, come on. Bad feeling about this.
Okay.
It's not bad.
bad.
Oh, that is bad.
Wait.
Oh no.
I have no comments. But I did get a 10 on a 10. So I'll cancel 1. Oof.
For the audience, what?
Okay. Got a 16 with a D8 effect. I got 3 ones, but I did get a 10 on a 10. That cancels out. No, that's a 12. Okay. I have 3 ones.
Oh.
You have 3
16.
ones, a 16, and a D8 effect.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but can you use that D8 effect when it has a 1 on it?
Oh, no, you cannot.
Annie!
I'm sorry.
No, that's true. That's true. You can't use the ones that have ones on them.
You're gonna have to use the D6.
Is there anything else he can
sweet
do to get rid of anything? Do you have any special effects, Bradley?
Here's the thing. You would have to beat a 21 here. So I don't
Anybody
that
want to
that's
give me a plot?
happening.
There's no plot point in the chats that we've missed, right?
Anybody listening? Dark
Chomper.
Flame DM?
Chomper, guys, don't come on. Don't do that.
I'm just making sure we hadn't
We're
missed it.
better than that. We're telling the story
No, we're
that
not.
needs to
Oh,
be
we-
told.
Says the guy who's not
Chomper.
about to die.
Okay.
Chomper,
So
Chomper, you
wait, here's my question,
strike.
Brad. Can you make it a 15? Sorry, but can you make it a 15 and use that whatever that 6 is? What is that? A D10 effect or whatever? Could you do that? It's just 1 less.
Wouldn't help.
Right?
Still wouldn't help.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. We
I'd
do
have to beat
21.
a 21.
21.
All right, I tried. I don't know.
Sometimes
That's
the
right.
dice are not in our favor.
You strike out at the flame, just sending your Duster Buster through it. The flames, the white flames, shift around. All of you are now far enough away that the phoenix itself is a small. What's
Oh,
up?
I'm so sorry. Could Bradley challenge his protector because he's hurting somebody? And then he could get, like, additional dice.
That's
because
up
he's-
to
it's kinda-
Bradley. That's up to
kinda
Bradley.
late.
Brad, what's your trait statement for protect? I mean, if you even want to challenge it at this point, it's up to you.
It's a last-ditch effort.
Sorry, Justin.
That's okay. I mean, it's up to Bradley. I'm gonna let him decide if he thinks that's actually a character. Because
I mean, my trait
one might
statement-
argue. Go ahead.
My trait statement for my protector is would rather protect my team than save myself.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
damn it.
So,
I can't
Damn
challenge that because I truly am trying to protect my team rather than
Yep.
save myself. I mean, because here's the thing: if Chomper dies, he will have done it to save you all, and that is the most noblest death I can think of.
and Chomper, as you think that to
my
yourself, these white flames swirl around you. You all are watching from very far away, where to this point where like the phoenix is just, you can fit it between your fingers, it's so far away. And you see as the orange, brilliant pink flames start to spread and turn white until there's nothing from where you can see. Chomper, you feel the flames swirl around you. You hear in your head the voice of Kalzunev. Thank you. As you are gone.
Can
About 10 minutes or so later, the rest of you, after there wasn't a big explosion, I should say. It wasn't a supernova. Chomper stopped that from happening. So instead, the white flames of the phoenix just dissipate and all is still. So, Milo, I assume you head that direction. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, Milo's gonna head that direction, but Milo is also going to sense he's gonna reach out and see if he can connect with anything out there, the relic or Chomper, just like
Sure.
he wants to figure out what the status is here, what's going on, if
Sure.
there's any life out there, or if the relic is connected to something.
Yeah. Go ahead, make a check for that.
Okay. I did a roll and I did bad, so I'm gonna do a plot point. To add a D8 to that. Which is like 1 point better. So that is a 10 with a D12 effect.
10 with a D12 effect. You
Oh, and I got a 1.
reach out. Okay. You reach out. There, you step into that veil and that mist,
Yeah.
and you feel completely alone.
No. No. I'm just gonna he's just gonna call out into it and just Chomper.
It's
Come
like
on,
you're
man,
speaking
answer
into
me.
Space. You barely hear your own voice.
Fuck.
So, you guys are still far away from where all of it happened. Do you want to go back and
Yeah.
see?
Oh yes,
If
I
the
think we
relic is there-
immediately head back.
All right.
And I think Skipper is hopeful because there wasn't a supernova. So she says, it seems like he did it. I think he did it.
So you head back through the silent space. The Menagerie are long gone. They left. You all get toward where it was. Skipper, you pinpoint exactly where it happened, even though there's nothing in this in the area right now. But as you get closer, Skipper, you do see, and then all of you see, a floating relic.
A relic straight ahead, Captain.
Where's Chomper? Come on, there's not even a body.
It would have been burnt up.
He's got to be around here somewhere. Just keep looking.
No. He's gone.
The crew is silent around you. Everyone's out there on the deck. You see Ebley kind of takes a knee and just seems to be weeping. Shay comes over to you, Milo. Captain, I know it's not what you want to hear, but as protectors, we're trained to do exactly this. You all survived, and I know that's what he would have wanted. It's the one thing I wish I could have given my crew. She walks away.
I'm going to go get it.
Yeah.
And Skipper's gonna go out and retrieve the relic. She's once we're close enough that it's in our gravitational field, and bring it back to the crew.
Yeah, you tie yourself off, just kind of go out there, grab it. You feel the power from within it, But
How dare you?
Brad, you son of a bitch. You feel the power from
You're still
within
playing
it.
flip, so get back over here.
Flip, flip,
And
flip, flip.
yeah, what's Flip think about all this?
Oh, Flip!
Flip, 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 flip.
Go, just cuddle him.
You grab the relic. You feel the power from within, just like you did with the others. And bringing it onto the deck of the ship, you now, with including the one that's inside Milo, have all 5 relics. And Milo, you, your grief is cut short by this deep feeling inside of you of again this kind of longing of wanting to reconnect the relics. And again, not in a seedy dark way or something, not like a creepy way, just like a I need to be complete kind of way.
Yeah. Milo is going to he's going to step away from the relics for a hot second, just to kind of get away from that energy, that desire for it. And he's going to address the crew, and he's going to say, Chomper was an ideal officer and a good friend. He never hesitated to protect us, even back in school. He had a courage that I envied, and he had very strong leadership capabilities, honestly. He will be missed. But Shay is right. Our job isn't easy. This mission, we were never promised survival. There's a good chance that more of us may pass away. That is something we're going to have to face. But we have to remember that this isn't just about us. This is about our home, our families, our loved ones. And we have to follow Chomper's example. We can't hesitate, and we have to do what's right. He was a protector, and he has protected us. It's our job now to make sure that this mission is finished, and that we honor him and we remember him. So, if everyone wants to take a moment, Kira. But we shouldn't waste this opportunity, especially since the menagerie weren't too far behind us. We need to finish this for Chomper.
For Chomper.
Chomper.
For Chomper.
I think Milo's going to take a second, just step away, deal with that before he starts investigating what he needs to do next with these.
Sure.
Now that we have all the relics.
What does everybody else think you're doing?
I think Skipper goes over to Kira because she can see that she's crying and just puts a hand on her and looks over to Tennison to see if Tennison wants to join them.
I think Tennison has all of the will and the desire to go and be with the rest of his crew, but he can't seem to get himself to move.
Annie, we can't hear you.
Annie?
Annie?
Can you hear us, Annie?
No, I can't hear you.
We can't hear you. There you are.
All right.
I can hear you.
Well, I think we better get going. We need to finish what we started for him. Shay, I think you're, as Chomper said, the protector now.
I,
We would be honored if you'd join us.
of course. So, so we put these together and we blast off to the other side of the universe, or what?
Well, we're gonna figure that out.
Milo, I think you have the deepest connection to these things, so you might have to hone in on them and decide what the next step is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Should I build a role for that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, what are you asking here?
So Milo's gonna try and like kind of listen to that sound, that urge, to see what exactly is it that they need, because they want to be complete, they want to be whole again, but what is that process and what is it going to entail? Like, how do we get this key to work?
Right. You, Milo, to be honest, I don't think you know for sure.
No.
All you know is that your being is reaching out to these other relics. I think Milo maybe goes and even touches each one of them. I'm guessing you guys have them laid out on like a table or something on the deck of the ship. Milo, I think as you go to like touch them, I mean, nothing happens. And you even instinctively like put two together, and they just click together like two pieces of metal being shoved together. There's nothing. They're not morphing. They're not. Nothing seems to really be happening here. You just, I mean, thinking back to what Silgret, the all-seeing said to you, it was that these relics must be, once together, the relics will act as a key that opens the doorway to the Menagerie homeworld. You don't know exactly like how to put them together, but you do know that there's something more here that you're missing. That's kind of what it seems like.
Yeah. Okay. So, and like he's like clicking these two rocks together and nothing's working, and he's like, all right, well, I'm not, as Tennison would say, I have a theory, but I'm not sure which one's the right direction. And is everybody around the table? Like, is he talking to people? Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody's gathered around at this point.
So these things, they once they're together, the key will work. So either, I guess I have three theories now. This is hard. Thinking is hard.
Take a point of just joking.
Point of mental exhaustion. Okay, so the idea is these things need to be together for the key to work. They need to be. So either we need to somehow get the relic out of me and maybe put them all together, or they all need to be like, if everybody absorbs one, because they only seem to function if like you have one.
Right.
We need to bind ourselves to these, don't we?
Yeah, either we bind, like everybody needs to be bound to one, or because if I can't take on anymore, if I do,
You'll break.
This one alone is exhausting, guys. I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Skipper puts a paw on the one that she had possessed.
We just lost Chomper, and when the gods had these, that drove them mad until they were begging for death. So I don't know I can't guarantee what this is going to do to us. I will tell you it's exhausting.
You can't help, all of you. You can't help but hear the words that Captain Shadowpaw said about you having a destiny. And each of you, Kira, you think back to I think it was Kira, to the weavings inside of Silgrit's, what do you call it?
Her web.
Her web, yeah.
Oh yeah, her net.
The different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't think we come back from this, if I'm honest.
It's not likely. So,
And, if it's me or Zoa, I'm in, and I'll pick up the relic. And you can tell that Kira's hand is kind of shaking, but she's made her decision.
Me too, says Skipper without hesitation. They pick up their relic and they say, "You're right. Chomper made a sacrifice today, and we need to be like him. This isn't about us. It's about much more. And if I can save my family and everyone, then I will do it, no matter what it takes, as long as you all are by my side."
Oh, yeah.
And Skipper, as you say that, you feel from your hand, from your paw, you feel this immense cooling, this cool feeling of strength, as you all watch as the relic that Skipper is holding seems to like shift and like very similar to how the menagerie would shift like arms into different things. This kind of like nano-esque changes to the relic start to kind of cover your arm in this metal, all the way up to your torso, down your legs at this quick speed, covering your head, and you kind of float off the deck of the ship for an instant. Skipper, you feel the mist wash over you as you enter a starry scape, essentially, and in front of you see Balderok. You had Balderoks, right? Yes. Okay. You see Balderok in front of you, this peaceful, gentle giant who you feel reaches out to you with, again, peace, with love, and there's a strength there as well. No words are spoken, but as you look into his eyes, you just feel the power like kind of push through your body, and you feel it rest at the base of your spine. And that moment goes by for everybody else in a second. She just metal, and then floating, and then like I'm sorry, for Skipper, it happens fast. For everybody else, it's kind of just like this, a few seconds long. For Skipper, though, inside of this, starscape, it's peaceful. You're taking your time. There's no urgency here anymore. There's no stress. It's nice. And as you feel the power within you, the metal just kind of disappears from your body, and you gently land on the ground, and you are surrounded by your friends once more, but you feel this confidence down in your gut that you feel like you could trigger just with a switch of your mind if you wanted to.
Whew. That actually wasn't so bad.
You're okay?
Better than okay. I actually feel pretty great. It was like I was home for just a moment.
Milo's gonna hug her.
Oh, she hugs Milo. I'm so sorry that we had a fight. I love you.
It's okay. There's been a lot going on. I'm just glad to be here with you.
Me too. You're my best
That was
friend.
a pretty ringing endorsement, huh, Kira?
Did I pick the wrong one?
Only one way to find out.
Maybe I'm not super humble.
Are you saying that because you're holding it, Kira?
Mhm.
Yes.
Well,
I can't think of
what do you
anyone
think
more humble.
Kira is feeling about this? How do you think you're feeling about this?
I think there's an understanding, and it's scary. Ooh, I'm getting all chilled myself. It's scary, but it's like if she had the ability to go back and save her parents, she would. If she had the ability to go back in that moment and save Max when she would have. If she had the ability to tell Chomper, like, wait, no, you shouldn't go, I should go, let me protect you, she would have. And it's all just come to this, so she's accepting it, even though it's, what is it, the whole, like, even if your voice trembles, say it anyway, or like do the thing anyway, even if you tremble. That's kind of where she's at. She's nervous, but she's ready to.
And when you feel that readiness, you feel that willingness for this to happen, that's when you feel the relic start to shift around your paw, again, up your arms, around you, the metal encasing you, lifting you off the ground, and you step in through this bit of a breeze into the starscape. You see the basilisk, Ogrim, in front of you. This immense strength and presence coming from him, and yet a kind of a peace within. No words, simply the stare that once paralyzed you. Now you feel a sense of power within, that not only is it powerful, but it is giving you power, and you feel the power rush through every bit of your body. Looking at Ogrim, bowing the head, and then metal disappears. Stand on the deck, feeling power in your gut. Again, that you could trigger anytime you wanted to.
Ooh. Well, that wasn't
How's
so
it feel?
bad. Yeah. Not shaking. Feel better. Okay. Kind of look at Tennison like.
Same.
I guess it's my turn then.
Only if you're okay with it.
We won't force you.
I've never had anyone do for me what Chomper did. What you guys have done. And it seems after all this time, it's the least I could do.
And Tennison, you feel the pull of Tennison really means that. And I think you it's a different feeling for Tennison, but it's not just this is the most I could do for, for people, for the good of the world. It's, you look at these others around you who care so deeply for you and who feel like you belong with them, like they belong with you. And whether Tennison feels that or not, he can't hide the deep feeling within of true care for them. And it's in that moment that the relic up your wings, covering all of you as your wings down hover in the air, stepping into the mist of the starscape, and seeing in front of you, real close, Yitlo, the jackalope, who is just almost like patting, their little paw on the ground, kind of looking at you with this wonder in their eyes, the curiosity, almost the excitement, and not expectation, but the wonder of what you will do with this power. Something that I think maybe Tennison was denied so much of his youth. It's the love without expectation. And that just fills you. And then the metal, you land softly on the ground, feeling an immense power within. And you all look at each other as Shay steps up.
Flip. Flip. Flip, flip.
And
Flip, flip, flip. Flip.
she says, I'm sorry, I don't speak
What's he saying? Anybody?
language."
Can I try?
Yeah, I
If
think
she can understand
Kira-
aliens from another planet.
absolutely,
She can freaking
absolutely.
understand a bird.
You don't even need
We've
to roll
known
for
Flip
it,
for a long
Kira.
time.
Kira, I think you clearly see what Flip is saying, which is what, Bradley?
Flip is actually trying to communicate that he wants the last of the relics.
Okay.
And he keeps just repeating, "Please just resurrect my friend. You're a phoenix. Resurrect my friend."
Oh.
And
Oh.
so Flip's telling you that to you, Annie. And Flip goes to I think just kind of instinctively goes to the relic and is maybe saying this as Shay steps back. And Flip tries to bond with the relic, but it's not working. It's not working.
I don't think it's gonna work, Flip. You did enough. Don't blame yourself. There's nothing you could have done. You were a good companion and a good friend, and you were always there for him.
Flip.
It's okay.
Flip seems to be communicating something to you, Kira, and it's the sense that Flip was trying to bond with the relic, but it wouldn't bind, and there's really no reason for that. He was a willing creature.
Yeah.
The only explanation is that the relic. The only explanation you've had so far for that reason that a relic cannot bind to somebody is because
It's already bound.
It's already bound to somebody else, and you all look at the table as the relic starts to shift.
What?
And the metal starts to shift.
Give me a baby.
And shift into this malleable thing on the table in front of you until the metal forms a baby hippo.
Oh, wait, what? What? Is it, what? What?
I think
How baby? How
for the
baby?
record, Bradley, I think it's a baby. It's like an infant hippo.
For
It
realsies.
cannot speak yet, but it is maybe it can say its own name or something.
I am Groot.
I am Groot?
Chomp, chomp, chomp,
What?
And
What?
chomp,
What?
chomp, chomp.
as this baby Chomper, who baby Chomper feels the power within of this relic.
Chomp, chomp.
And I think, unlike the rest of you who are conscious enough and know enough to not like necessarily activate your power right now, whatever it may be, I think Baby Chomper just does it
Oh, no.
instinctively, and you see as this baby hippo just kind of as two wings sprout from its back, and it hovers in the air. These two bird wings on its back. They are made of metal, but they look like a bird's wings, a baby bird's wings.
So,
As Chomper floats kind of in the air next to you, and in that moment, all 5 of you can't even help it. You feel a pull towards each other.
oh damn.
You feel the need to be together, to put your hands together, to hug, to embrace each other somehow. And with baby Chomper floating there, each of you instinctively just comes in for this massive group hug.
Chomp.
Oh my god.
And that the ship itself starts to kind of shift. You see your crew members are looking over, not sure what to do. There's a light that kind of comes out of you, and it just shoots across the stars.
Skybeam.
And all of you feel yourselves, the ship, everything. Very exactly like we saw happen to Zoa all those sessions ago, just blips out of existence.
Oh my god.
And you all have opened a key. I've opened a portal to some other place, and we will pick up there next week.
Oh my
Justin!
Oh, Justin!
Oh my god!
That was the
Hooray!
best.
Oh my
That was
god,
wild.
Justin!
That was the
Oh
best.
my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
So, let's see.
Chomper, you're still here.
Chomp.
Oh
So
my
sad. This is great.
god!
Um,
wow.
I'm very very happy.
A, B,
Everyone,
jump
thank
it,
you for
do,
watching with us today.
Baby,
Thank you for watching with us today. We will pick up there next Sunday, at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Until then, make sure you catch our other streams that I mentioned earlier. We have the Marvel Heroic Role Playing on Wednesday night, and then Saturday night we have a very special collaboration with Spellbound. That will be fantastic. So I'm very excited for those, and I'm excited to see where. Just to go ahead and tell everybody what we're thinking here. We're gonna have 2 sessions left, so it's gonna be basically a 2-part finale, if you will, over the next 2 weeks, each on a Sunday as normal. So 2 sessions left, and then we'll put a bookend on this one. So I'm very excited to see what happens here. I'm glad everybody is still around, and yeah. So anyway, until then, thank you for hanging out with us, and make sure you give us a follow if you want to make sure you don't catch those other streams. But yeah, we love you, and thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.